Hello everyone, and now welcome to a game. This game is going to be between XiaoKai and Sini. Sini spawning as the green night elf over here on the top right hand side of the map. I believe I'm pretty sure I got that right. Yeah, yeah, XiaoKai spawning as the orc over here on the bottom left. Sometimes the players change up their races, so I needed to make sure. I just saw the name and I was just like, I think that's XiaoKai's name. Anyways, let's go ahead and break things down in this matchup. Kai spawning as the pretty in pink orc on the bottom left-hand side of Concealed Hill, going up against Sini, who is the green night elf over here on the top right. Should be a very entertaining match, hopefully, as things are getting underway. And not much to talk about, even though I am slightly distracted right now with the things going on behind me and beside me. All right, Ancient of War, Demon Hunter, or Keeper of the Grove. It is going to be a Keeper of the Grove coming in from Sini. Meanwhile, are we looking at Blade Master or Farseer? It is going to be Farseer with Grunts. We are going to be looking at a barracks here. I guess the timing is going to be whether or not there is a Voodoo Lounge and when we start teching to tier 2. Looks like Sini is a Harry Potter fan. Avacadabra. All right, yes, one of the forbidden curses, and yeah, like the forbidden curses in Harry Potter. I don't like if there's just a spell to kill someone, wouldn't you just like constantly use that spell, right? If you're just trying to like, I want to defeat my opponent, right? Like, why even like? Wouldn't the bad guys just like the good guys who don't use the forbidden curses or like using fire and lightning? And the other guy's like, why even bother? It's like, here, like, I don't know. I'm sure there's like, oh, there's mana, there's the time it takes to say the spell, or the amount of concentration needed. Yeah, right.
A player's forces are under
Like
attack.
maybe that's what is needed. Perfectus Totalis, I think. I don't know. I don't quite remember. Anyways, Farsi, you're going to go ahead and clear out the remainder of the Murlocs here. I'm clearing up the creep camp with just a Grunt and some Spirit Wolves, needing a second set of Spirit Wolves to, well, get the additional damage here, as the Spirit Wolves are, in fact, absorbing all the damage since there was no Voodoo Lounge early on. Maybe those wizards don't have mastery training, so the cast time is super long. Maybe. Maybe. All right.
A player's
Yeah,
forces
maybe.
are under attack.
But then again, well, yeah, I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and engage in this game here. Like, I keep on hearing like smart speaker alarms going off on the house, and I think that's like the third or fourth one I've heard today. I'm gonna have to talk to my kids and ask how many alarms that they set. Oh, apparently they set 2. Okay, stop poking holes in my childhood.
A town is under siege.
All right, coming back around here. Wisp gonna be forced to run back away. I don't know. I thought Blizzard poked holes in my childhood, so I guess I guess I don't know. I don't want to go down that route. Let me focus on the game. Focus on the game. Pure Electric, thank you for the follow. We're looking at Altar of Storms here. 27 over 31 supply going up against 27 over 30. Sini opening up, getting the Hunter's Hall to eventually transition into Ancients of Lore. Down across here, Farseer now retreating back as well. Gonna finish off finish off some of these additional trends, perhaps try to get to level 3. Yeah, I'm sure there's a haven for my dreams somewhere. Farsi are going after the Keeper of the Grove. Grunt getting the Entangled. 4 archers going to be able to easily line that up and finish it off. There's Dust of Appearance trying to reveal some of those units. A Grunt is taken down as the Farsi are now down to 74 supply and really cannot engage easily. Beautiful play by Sini, catching these Grunts a bit out of position. And if you can take down a couple of these grunts right there, I can't tell if that was denied or not, but taking down those grunts, it looks as though the Keeper of the Grove was denied that experience. Hopefully, that reference wasn't lost on anyone earlier. Apparently, Twitch chat didn't quite get it. All right. Archers, Keeper of the Grove, going to try to retreat back. There is a... Oh, wow. Down to 11 hit points. Ends up getting... yeah. All right. Healing Salve, Clarity Potion quickly going to be used. There we are, healing back up that Farseer. Needs to summon up some Spirit Wolves as well. Grunt, or we're looking at the Spirit Wolves absorbing a little bit of damage here as the Farseer trying to replenish some of that precious mana. Level 3 on that Farseer, very close by. Meanwhile, Giant Sea Turtle still dealing damage back across as the Keeper of the Grove still coming in for more harassment. So Sini is really coming in for a heavy harassment game with this Keeper of the Grove. And even just with a solo Keeper of the Grove, able to cause a bit of problems. Archers are now still wandering around as well. There are a couple of Shadow Melded Archers keeping sight across the map as we are going into that Demon Hunter second. Demon Hunter second, a decently powerful combination as we're going to have, well, that one Grunt absorb quite a bit of damage. Is it going to get denied again? It looks as though, yes, it is going to get denied. The Keeper of the Grove has killed multiple Grunts, but still stays at level 2, unable to get the experience, as we've seen XiaoKai doing a great job continuing to just deny experience overall. All right, Demon Hunter comes back around, Shadow Melding on a single Archer. Spirit Wolf going to give a little bit of experience to that Demon Hunter as the Keeper of the Grove and that Farseer are still battling it out. Healing Salve being used once more to recharge that Farseer. Tauren Chieftain does come bringing gifts. There goes another Entangle onto a Raider. Raider unable to get an Ensnare off as the Keeper of the Grove wanting to make sure, what is it doing here? Is it going to try and Staff of Teleportation away? That is the question, as we could be looking at more damage on to that Raider here. Tauren Chieftain running back off to the north. Demon Hunter, is it going to end up getting creepjacked? Wanda Mana Stealing picked up here as we're looking at the Tauren, or at the Keeper of the Grove, perhaps going to use a Scroll of Town Portal. But still a decent trade by Sini as he was able to buy time for that Demon Hunter to pick up the Wanda Mana Stealing from that Rock Golem and get a lot of precious experience. Back across here, the Ancient of War is still fighting and absorbing quite a bit of damage against those units. A lot of healing from that Forest Troll High Priest as well, as we are looking at a, well, I take it back, not dual Ancients of Lore, one Ancient of Wind and one Ancient of Lore coming in from Sini. All right, Sini with one of each. Not your typical build order pattern here on Concealed Hill, as both sides are staying in low or no upkeep. Demon Hunter sits at level 2, has a Staff of Teleportation. Keeper of the Grove at level 2 with a Staff of Preservation, meaning that Demon Hunter will be teleporting this way and that fairly often. Tauren Chieftain gets up to level 2. It looks as though the Ogre Lord was already taken out. I don't see the item from that Overlord. Was it sold? All right, it looks like it was sold. Where? Yeah, there's normally an Overlord here that drops a powerful item. There is the corpse of the Overlord, but I don't see any powerful items. Perhaps it was the Endurance Aura that was sold earlier, or that would make sense why it was sold. All right. Peon's going to continue to clear up the forest off over here. Demon Hunters and Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove seen that level 3. Are we going to perhaps be getting some Entangles? There is an Abolish Magic there, finishing off a Shadow Wolf first, but the Farseer now gets to level 3, opening up level 2 Wolves. Mana Burn onto the Tauren Chieftain. Chain Lightning bouncing a bit of damage around as well, as we're looking at Druids of the Talon, perhaps trying to cast Fairy Fire to remove a little bit of armor onto those Raiders. Raiders are getting taken down pretty quickly, as we are now looking at, well, more and more Druids of the Talon getting taken out. Dryads trying to finish this off, but City's army is just falling apart at the seams, as Archer after Archer, Druid of the Talon are getting finished off, and well, really, well, a minimal amount of losses. Well, I take it back now. XiaoKai actually losing a couple of Raiders in this engagement as well. All right, Grunt gonna get, or Raider gonna get taken down. Grunt gonna get taken down. One more final shot off there. Level 3 now on the Demon Hunter. Level 2 Mana Burn is gonna be added in, and the Keeper of the Grove's Entangles are still the talk of the town so far, as the Demon Hunter perhaps gonna try and engage back here. There goes another Entangle. Keeper of the Grove with decent amount of mana. Couple of Raiders trying to retreat back as well. Tauren Chieftain, well, there goes an Ensnare as the Raider is able to back up. All right. Teleport back, drink up from those moon wells, and then teleport back in and in to absorb hit points and be that front line again. So far, though, Farseer is going to heal back up. Tauren Chieftain sitting at level 2, and the mana burns as the Demon Hunter is already at level 3 and should really minimize the effectiveness of that Tauren Chieftain. And now perhaps that Tauren Chieftain should reconsider and go for Shockwave instead, now that we've also seen Druids of the Talon in the mix here. All right, Ensnare's going down onto the Dryads. Little bit of damage coming back across both. Tauren Chieftain gonna, well, he looks like he's trying to line up a stomp or do something, but unable to do anything as he is still low on mana. Keeper of the Grove still has plenty of mana for more Entangles and could do exactly that. His opponent doesn't have, well, that much, as the Farseer now getting entangled and a little bit of trouble. Down to 134 hit points, down to dropping to 95. Slow poison coming back across as we're looking at the Farseer down to 18 hit points. A mana burn could finish it off. Why isn't a mana burn? Nope, no mana burn needed. Keeper of the Grove, final attack, able to get the job done. Ensnare onto a Huntress. This could be bad news indeed. Keeper of the Grove wants to get another Entangle. Gets an Entangle off onto a Raider, as that Raider is going to be traded for a Huntress again. Level 4 now on the Keeper of the Grove, which means that it should have enough mana for another Entangle if this Huntress falls. All right, Huntress gets ensnared. It looks like it's going to fall, but the Keeper of the Grove should be able to get off another Entangle as well onto one of these Grunts as they are trying to retreat back out. All right, Grunt going to get entangled. Is it going to get... No, it's not going to get entangled. All right. So many Entangles instead going off onto the Raider instead. Demon Hunter does not have an Orb of Venom. Dryads are getting ensnared. There's another mana burn. This Raider down to 224 hit points. It looks like it will be able to stay alive still, as one or two more final shots needed. There it goes, finally getting taken down. Keeper of the Grove still at 30 mana, still trying to back away, and this is an absolute slugfest. Both sides not even at 40 supply, as we're looking at a level 4 Keeper of the Grove and a level 3 Demon Hunter. Ensnare removing the Clarity Potion buff here, as the Keeper of the Grove wanted to try and entangle another Raider perhaps, or even go after that Tauren Chieftain. Damage still adding back up. Low hit point Grunt right there. Raider could end up getting taken down. Slow poison going to finish off one Raider. Entangle off on another, and perhaps going to add even some damage onto that Grunt as well, as this Raider is going to suffer, well, a slow death, getting finished off by the Tauren Chieftain instead. All right, so many units getting denied back and forth. Demon Hunter now retreating back as well, as we are looking at a level 4, level 3 going up against a level 3 Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain and Grunts healing up at the Fountain of Health during nightfall. Meanwhile, well, Dryads, Archers, Huntresses are rolling on out. 35 supply against 39. And both sides have been training up units, and both sides have been pretty much just almost giving experience to the opponent, as the Farseer now back out onto the battlefield. Tree of Life coming in from Sini, who wants to try and, well, set up this expansion. That Tree of Life is absorbing quite a bit of damage. Null Assassins attempting to poison a Tree of Life, which cannot get poisoned, making it the perfect target to not the perfect target to try and taunt all of that damage. Tauren Chieftain, however, brought back over. Farseer is in position here as well. Are we going to be looking at a couple of Entangle as well, as the Tauren Chieftain now gets the level 4 with level 2 Endurance Aura. Tree of Life could be joining in on the battle to try and finish off some of those units and take them down, as that damage is rather high, 41 to 50 damage, normal damage, as the Raiders would take bonus damage too. All right, there goes another Entangle once more. Are we going to see another unit? And the Tree of Life says, you know what, I might as well just finish you off anyways, since it constantly just gets denied. All right, Demon Hunter trying to go after the Tree of Life. Tree of Life could end... Oh, wow, that Tree of Life could have gotten another blow onto that Tauren Chieftain, and that could have been the death of that Tauren Chieftain there, as we see Entangle even going onto some Spirit Wolves too. Tauren Chieftain now healing back over at the Fountain of Health. Farseer now trying to retreat back, and this has just been a very strange battle indeed. Both sides suffering quite a bit of damage. Demon Hunter getting that... No, not getting the final shot off there. Farseer denying that Grunt as well. I want to know, like, this would normally be a quick experience game if it wasn't for the amount of denies that XiaoKai has been able to get off here. Tree of Life, absorbing quite a bit of damage again. Wisp are over around nearby. There goes a quick Entangle. Raider, well, forgot that the Keeper of the Grove has been using Entangle pretty consistently throughout this match to, well, pick off trailing units. And this is where Entangle really shines. In this stage of the game where there are, well, there's not that many units out onto the battlefield, so hit and run tactics are trying to be used. Kodo Beast, is it going to end up getting entangled? Yes, it is. Kodo Beast entangled and now going to be poked apart pretty quickly by the archers and the dryads. No fairy fire even needed, as this Kodo Beast is going to get taken down there. All right, still Keeper of the Grove looking to perhaps get another entangle off here in just a moment. Tauren Chieftain actually getting a little bit surrounded. No slow poison, as the fairy fire on those raiders make them take bonus damage again. All right, 33 supply. Oh, beautiful use of Potion of Lesser Invulnerability to break free from that entangle. Tree of Life still unable to, well, get to try to root itself off over here, as we're looking at, well, Abolish Magic easily taking care of those Shadow Wolves. Ensnares going down. Ensnare versus Entangle. What is going to win out in this battle? Keeper of the Grove low on mana, as another Dryad entangled and will get taken down. All right, another Raider getting taken down here again, as the battle is still raging on. Tree of Life getting in the occasional hit, as the Farseer may aggro the creeps to try and prevent any sort of fight here. Demon Hunter could easily finish off this Null Overseer. Is it going to be able to get the Null Overseer and get the experience? Yes, it does. Picks up a pendant of energy, and that is going to be helpful. Give it to the Keeper of the Grove, who has wanted more and more. Come on, give it to the Keeper of the Grove. Give it to the... You give it to the Keeper of the Grove. Higher threshold for the number of entangles that we've seen throughout the game. Perhaps the Keeper of the Grove is just waiting to regenerate more mana before it finally gets that pendant of energy, therefore being able to, yep, there you go, up to almost 450 mana. Now up to level 5. Are we going to be looking at level 3 Trents as well? Yes, we are. And now finally entangling of this gold mine. All right, we are 17 minutes into this game, and we are finally going into the low 40s of this no upkeep battle. Tauren Chieftain may be able to get to level 5 here, and that is going to be the scary portion of the game. Level 5 Tauren Chieftain with Stomps are able to stun down a lot of units. Also, we're looking at the Demon Hunter sitting at level 4. He doesn't have an Orb of Venom, so no easy way to clear out the... not even at tier 3, I take it back. No easy way to clear out these fountains of health in the corners of the map. And clearing out the fountains often gives Orc a place to hide and rebuild their army if necessary. And so you don't want to give your opponents that outpost outside of your expansion to heal up and then continually put on pressure. Demon Hunter getting ready to engage. And Farseer out of mana as well. Tauren Chieftain has a little bit of mana. Are we going to perhaps see a mana burn going down eventually, as the Keeper of the Grove could try to throw down more entangles too? There goes another entangle. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter. Is it level 3 mana burn? Yes, it is, as it's going to try and, well, get to that Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain, however, still had enough mana. Got up to 90 quickly. And, well, that Stomp really affected Sini's army there, as he's now down to 29 supply. 35 supply compared to 30 right now. Units are being trained. Army sizes, however, shows XiaoKai with twice the size, or 50% more. 31 compared to 18, almost twice the size here, as Archer is going to get picked off outside as well. Demon Hunter going to try to go after some more units. Shadow Wolves are in the battle. Difficult to spot. Level 5 here, as the Demon Hunter going to town off of this Farseer. However, the Tree Ants, which were part of the surround, time life had come to an end. Keeper of the Grove still holding that back door as well, and I thought that pendant of energy would have made a drastic difference, but unable to really close out the deal, as the Raiders the Raider and the Farseer are now making their way to this Tree of Life. But there's just going to be too much defense here for anything to really happen. All right, Shadow Wolves once more on the move again. A little bit of damage, and they are able to back away. No real way to be spotted. All right, apparently there was a pause in the game, a little bit of lag. 42 supply compared to 46. Sini is trying to hold on to this economic advantage and then translate it to an army advantage. Meanwhile, XiaoKai is trying to hold on to his army size advantage and try to close out the game here. Ensnare is going down. Demon Hunter trying to fight. Tauren Chieftain does not have any additional potions or anything of that nature. Keeper of the Grove could be in trouble. Potion of healing being used as it is trying to retreat back out. There goes an entangle as the Keeper of the Grove has nowhere to really run off to and gets taken down. Sini is going to be in trouble. One Raider getting lost here. As the Treants are still fighting all across the board, trying to finish off more units. Without that Keeper of the Grove, the summoned Treant army is not gonna constantly be there, as Huntresses and Dryads trying to reinforce. The expansion will end up being lost, and I think this is going to be the first of many things, or the first of a handful of things that may be going wrong for Sini, as the Raiders are able to get in a decent amount of damage here. All right, in comes the Demon Hunter trying to get in some damage on the back. There's some massive repairs, a bunch of ensnares as well to try to keep this Tree of Life going, but this Tree of Life does end up falling. Demon Hunter taking down another Raider here. Mana Burn onto the Tauren Chieftain. No more stomps, but the Farseer and those Shadow Wolves are still causing quite a bit of a problem. Raiders are going to get taken down. Raider down to 20 hit points. Huntress doesn't finish it off, as the Tauren Chieftain has been denying, and the Farseer has been denying so much experience throughout this game. All right, another deny in the craziness of the battle. The micro has been just at next level and has a real impact on the game overall. Demon Hunter trying to finish off this Headhunter here. Headhunter's like, no, I don't want to take any more damage. At that point, even my friends become my foe, as I know I could easily get denied because of experience. All right, Raider down to 105 hit points. Is it going to get finished off? No Orb of Venom. That Raider down to 21 hit points finally gets finished off here, but that little bit of chase exposing the rest of that Night Elf army again. Keeper of the Grove still not yet resurrected. Another Dryad getting taken out as well, as the Tree of Ages has picked itself up and started to walk itself over. The expansions, no more mining going on anywhere at all. And I guess this is where there is a slight advantage for the Night Elf, as they're going to be able to move themselves over into a proper position and perhaps entangle a new gold mine. 36 supply compared to 43. Long distance mining happening as well. Long distance mining happening to the center portion of the map. Peons perhaps going to try and make their way off over here, but I do not believe, the expansion has not yet been cleared out, as we're going to be looking at the Keeper of the Grove cutting off some entangles to try and finish things up here. No purge, no real way to break free from these entangles. And that is what's making this battle a little bit interesting, as the Kodo Beast is trying to dine and dash onto a Dryad. All right, a little bit more damage coming back on through. Demon Hunter not going to be able to catch up to that Raider. 38 supply compared to 33, as the Tauren Chieftain does have level 6, meaning reincarnation, making that just that much more difficult to stop. All right, reincarnation, Tauren Chieftain, he can dive into spots. That shouldn't be a problem. Tauren Chieftain now going after more units. Farseer, however, coming back around. Kodo Beast is looking to try and dine or eat a Huntress or a Dryad. Hasn't been able to do exactly that, as this Kodo Beast is going to get entangled, surrounded, and killed. All right, Huntress back out onto the battlefield. Another ensnare goes down. Headhunter low on hit points. Level 6 on the Farseer. Farseer could actually add up some more damage. Instead, goes for level 3 Chain Lightning, as this Kodo Beast doesn't look like it will be able to easily retreat. All right, Kodo Beast taking a little bit of damage over time. Slow poison. Dryad going to land another poison spear as well. Meanwhile, we are about to finish entangling this gold mine, as Sini is going to have an economy going once more. Oh, right. This is absolutely beautiful. Sini realizing, hey, the closer expansion I can mine from at night, as those creeps are still asleep. All right, getting every bit of gold that they possibly can. 33 supply compared to 24. Entangling of this gold mine. There's going to be an ensnare. Are we perhaps going to be looking at a detonation? No detonation available, as the Tree of Ages now taking large amounts of damage. All right, coming back around, are we going to be getting in some repairs? Or are we just trying to get every bit of gold possible? There's a detonation, as the Demon Hunter going to go ahead and start engaging. Keeper of the Grove is here nearby. Are we going to be looking at Ancients are fighting back as well? Demon Hunter gets up to level 6, and now level 6 Demon Hunter does mean Metamorphosis. Metamorphosis Demon Hunter Chaos damage, adding in that damage, ranged Chaos damage with a fast attack speed, going to be able to finish off unit after unit. Only a 16 supply, and that is 2 heroes as the Farseer gets taken out. All right, Keeper of the Grove could be in trouble. It's trying to get away. Shadow Wolf going to be getting in front. Where is that Keeper of the Grove going to run off to? Nowhere. The Moonwell is not close enough as Headhunters are getting taken down as well. All right, we're looking at more damage coming back across here. Ancient of Lore as Sini could try and resurrect here. These Ancient of Winds and the Ancient are just going to try and fight back here. And we're going to be looking at perhaps a couple of repairs. Don't focus on the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain doesn't represent, well, you take it down, it's just going to get back up. Really no real reason here as the Metamorphosis going to go down here. Are we perhaps going to be looking at a mana burn? Tauren Chieftain down to 38 hit points. A mana burn could have, no, not going to finish it off as the Tauren Chieftain trying to run after all of these units. All right, Tauren Chieftain with level 2 endurance or able to outrun here, but the Dryads have now shown up, and that is the game. Sini taking the game at the very end with one expansion transferred over. Dryads able to slow poison, and the Tauren Chieftain, even though it had reincarnation, wasn't going to matter all that much because, well, the Demon Hunter is not going to fall in that fight in the Night Elf base alongside 2 Grunts. The Dryads would just focus onto the Grunts there, and then it would be 1 Tauren Chieftain against 2 Dryads and a Demon Hunter. Mana burn, Metamorphosis, that would have been enough. A razor edge game right up until the very end. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed it.